showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So Clemson's offense will be the first up today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. Looking for some space. It's Randall. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make a play on this return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Look, we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays. It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That's caught. It's Anderson. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were. They were able to make the tackle short of the line.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it, no problem. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and this speed they have.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And the offense now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
And the Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. The punt team making their way on the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. And he keeps it. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And they'll kick it away here. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Sharp. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
With the catch, it's Brown. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
It's second down after that completion. QB decides to keep it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Quarterback still with the football. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. He gets loose. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Picks up 3. That's a first down for the offense.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Pass rush closing in. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Defense picks it up. Still moving. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. All the way back for a scoop and score. This place going crazy.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here, just not able to hit it.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. The pre-snap motion from the offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chewed, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage?
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. In the red area, it's Haynes. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Grab behind the line, it's Sprout. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it to the left. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
These in-breaking routes can be tough on these receivers, sometimes worried about a big hit from a safety or a linebacker. Definitely not focused on the football here, or he would have been able to bring that one in.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it right near the end zone. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3.
That makes the score LSU 10, Clemson 7.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
1st and 10 play coming up. And here's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. They'll try to run for the 1st down. He's past the marker and still going. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. He's got to first and still going. Now here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Tigers come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. Knocks that one right down the middle. We're all tied up now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Anderson. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Pass caught. Second down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Rammed down the middle. It's Sharp. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? What a kick. It's good from 57. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Defense is coming after him. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Important 2nd down play coming up. QB bootlegs here. Not able to connect, incomplete. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Important third down play coming up. A play action looking to throw. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Short throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And he fields it at the 15. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we got a big 4th down coming up.
And the Tigers will line up to kick it away.
On to kick it away.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. caught by the receiver. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Breaks free.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. Now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh. The defense busting coverage, leave the receiver wide open, and boy, oh, boy, did they catch a break.
And here comes the punter onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
First down here for this offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You call a quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Wrap down the middle. It's Davidson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. QB decides to keep it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant a seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Klubnik. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Here's the defense wearing down. Play number 11 on this drive coming up. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks in that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw yet again. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Touchdown, LSU. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
The offense comes up with a touchdown here, but that defense had the pressure. I thought they were going to get to him, but give him credit. He got rid of the ball just before contact.